I literally just got done watching this movie, and I have tried to hit the record button so many times trying to talk about this thing, but every time I pause because of how this movie has made me feel. It's a good thing, because it makes you feel, but I don't even know where to begin. I guess the first obvious place to begin is that this movie was rated R, and not for everybody. But if you're willing to stick through that, we'll keep going with this. Yeah, so I mentioned a mood. This movie stressed me out, alright? Like, in the best kind of way. My whole body currently is tense, and I don't even know how to, express that feeling other than put yourself in rush hour traffic and somebody is coming head at you face first, alright? Like, you are going to die. That's kind of the feeling. It's not quite there because just at the last second that car swerves and misses you and you're fine. But it's every emotion that was leading up to that, and it's expressed through this film. Adam Sandler, man. I I have said for a long while that I would like to watch every one of Adam Sandler movies. And this has been at the apex of my list. Somebody told me that this is brilliant work. It's almost like Jim Carrey in The Truman Show. This is no way comparable to that. This is some of Adam Sandler's best work. All right, he plays Howard, and Howard is as unhinged as you can possibly be. I mean, that door has fallen off the knob. It's fallen off the frame. It's fallen off your couch. I don't even know. All right, this is Howard the guy. This guy right here makes me never want to go to New York. All right, I've never been, and now I really don't want to. Okay, maybe that's not true. I still want to experience New York, but the point is that this guy at 3 a.m. is out there making deals with people that you should never make deals with. All right, he's out there at 3 p.m. making these deals. He's out there at 7 p.m. He's out there at 7 a.m. He's out there all the time doing the shadiest things I have ever seen in my life. And you're not sure if you want to root for this guy or if you want him to die, all right? Like, this guy has done things to my soul that other movies haven't even approached. Also, for some unknown reason, he's married to Indina Menzel. The Broadway actress herself, one of the most brilliant minds of our time, and she brings her A game in this film. I didn't associate her to any of that. I saw this new character, this fully fledged human being on the screen, and it took my breath away. Every scene with her was intense, raw, emotional, and I mean, maybe that's the name of the movie, right? Uncut Gems Raw. But that's it. That's the whole movie in a nutshell. She's perfect in every possible way for this movie. She really makes you understand why there's this dynamic between her and her husband that I'm not even going to spoil because, my word. But you feel her emotions throughout the entirety of it, and you feel his emotions at some level. It's this mess. It's like when you're coloring with markers and you have a yellow one and it touches like another color and it's suddenly never yellow again. You get it, right? That is the picture between Indina Menzel and Adam Sandler, and they are not Indina Menzel and Adam Sandler. They are Dina and Howard. Okay, that's who they are. This movie does not in the slightest convince you that they're anything less than that. And I knew this movie was going to get real the second that I didn't see the Happy Madison logo appear at the beginning of an Adam Sandler movie. Instead, we got this mind trip of an intro, and it's awesome, alright? You should watch literally the first 5 seconds if you watch nothing else of this movie. It's cinematically beautiful, and one of the coolest things that I've ever seen in film. It paints a really cool picture, and I don't know how to describe it. Let's get back to my boy Howard here. You ever been at Walmart at 3 a.m.? And I know I'm doing this 3 a.m. thing, but that's really how this movie feels. grungy, unruly, unhinged. uh, Walmart at 3 a.m. You have somebody pushing around a cart, and the only thing in this cart is 2 huge bags of dog food and the largest bottle of Tylenol you've ever seen in your life. That is Howard. I don't think I can paint this man enough. Um, I'm going to talk about some of the other characters. There's Phil. Phil here is amazing. Easily the coolest character in the movie, I think. I don't know. Every time you watch him, you're just like, what are you going to do now, Phil? What are you going to do? Oh, Phil. Back at it again, I guess. You need a glass of water, Phil. Like, that's real, okay? Phil is great. Oh, and there's Kevin Garnett, I guess. Wow, that man can act. I didn't actually expect that. I like watching professional athletes come into film and show that they have another talent aside from just being really good at whatever their sport is. And Kevin Garnett really steps into the play here. He, just like on the court, he brings his A game on the screen. Okay, maybe that's not entirely true. I'm not huge into the NBA, but I know who he is, alright? I've seen him play. But him at his peak is him throughout the movie. He does a really good job, and I think that if you're a huge sports fan and you're willing to watch a movie, check this out because you can see this man in a different light. It's pretty awesome. I also want to talk about a character named Damani, played by Lakeith Stanfield. This guy, I've been watching a little bit now. Since about 2017, I saw Get Out for the first time, and I really like this guy. I think that he's really showing up a lot of presence in movies right now, and if you enjoy good acting, this man is somebody to be watching for. He nails it. Every scene with him feels like a completely different character in every movie that he's been in, and in this one especially, he delivers a performance like no other. Damani, just like everybody else in this movie, is completely derailed. I can't think of better terms for this, and I think that's the point of the movie. But I mean, Stanfield just destroys this role. I mean, he makes it his own. He takes you on a trip, and it is awesome. Yeah. Look, the build-up is fantastic. The climax is completely original. The conclusion is something. I don't know how to define it, and I'm not gonna try. Um, the movie is just as unpredictable as Howard himself. All right, it's crazy. You never know what's going to happen around a corner. Howard keeps tags on his T-shirt because he knows that he is as fake as the rest of the film. It's nuts, okay? And the music the entire time doesn't stop. Oh my word, it's like it might get to the point of quiet to where you can't even hear it, but the dog's in the room looking up at it like, no, that music is still rocking, get ready. And there's these incredible long shots where you're following a character through their misery and through their life and through their experiences, and you're just trying to imagine the emotions that are in their head. And my word, the cinematography is beautiful. I can't say enough about the location, the stylistic choices that the cameramen use. The boom operators are incredible. The sound is perfect. Honestly, cinematography-wise, this movie is a perfect film. And I do mean that in every sense. There's something very art school and film school combined into what they do, and it's beautiful. For anybody that's seen this movie and they're watching this right now, the door scene expresses my stress for watching this movie. There's just something really great about it. Yeah, good time if you watch through it. It's very memorable, and you'll know as soon as it happens. Look, I know it sounds like I'm making a mess of everything that I'm saying, but that is 100%. I just watched this movie, and so should you. It's on Netflix. Seriously, go check it out. It is a great time, and I am going to be watching more Adam Sandler movies as soon as possible. I love him, I always have, and I want more of this, whatever this is. Viewer, be warned, this movie is going to mess with you in a lot of ways, in the best kind of ways, and I hope you have as good a time as I did.